so close. We hang out outside the building. We put the work in off season. It's just showing now all the work that we put in.
How much was Coach Payton stressing getting turnovers this week, and setting the tone for the playoffs?
It was a point of emphasis for us. We've been talking about it. Something that we've been working on for some time, and we haven't been doing a great job. I mean, we've been trying. I'm not saying we haven't been trying, but ball haven't just been falling our way. So it was just good to see and get a few turnovers today.
Coach, we're trying. We were trying. We weren't not trying. Jaquan McMillan after the game.
DMac go DMac.
Broncos win 19-13 to win the number 1 seed, to be, have a week off, and they win a playoff game. They just won a playoff game. It always kills me, and it doesn't happen that often, that you win the number 1 seed and say, well, you haven't won. No, you just did. And as far as I'm concerned, you just won a playoff game.
Yeah, won the opening round of the playoffs. Playoff.
You're in a place where 12 other teams are going to have to kill themselves to get to, and you're there.
Absolutely.
Already.
You're already there.
So,
it's already in the bag. And then guess what? Guess what?
Yeah.
You're going to play a game this weekend that's guaranteed to be a win, and then it's guaranteed that your next game is going to be at home, and your body's not going to hurt at all. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's great.
DMac, get me excited,
why
man.
in the world
get us
then?
Excited. You love being the ultimate contrarian. You were even talking on our Altitude TV Mile High Post Game Live show that you're like, am I allowed to be excited about this? Because the locker room didn't necessarily have the vibes of being excited. Sean Payton's press conference seemed to be more revolved around his relationship with Mark Kisla, apparently, which strangely didn't have really anything to do with any of the questions that were asked. Bo Nix was asked about Gabe Boone. But guess what? You're 14-3. That's a really good football record. And these are the types of seasons that you dream about, especially since 2015, man.
Yes, and yes. And I find myself excited for the playoffs and fired up, and like, you won 14 games. You won 8 games at home. But there was a weird vibe from the get-go. All right, I'm going to go through all of this. I'm going to go through all of this, all of it. And we're so glad. We'll take your comments, of course. Let me get the comment thing going here so they can at least drift across the screen a little bit. I don't know how anybody can read this stuff, but, I'll put it up there anyways. I got to say, though, we're nothing if we don't have our sponsor, and our sponsor is Journey Spice, and you can use this QR code right here, and they'll get you going and save yourself 10% if you use the QR code. 2026 playoffs. 2026 playoffs. And
how about that?
Coacher, we have some new things with Journey Spice. We have, and I got to get the big screen here. I don't want to lose you. Wait, hold on. There you are. They got some new packaging so you can see inside of the Journey Spice. Now, the packaging is fantastic because why have dumb plastic when you have recyclable stuff? But look at the new packaging so you can actually see what's in the old Journey Spice. Isn't that cool?
The KC barbecue seasoning, kind of like that. Right? Gosh, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, we got little doodads here. Listen, it's organic, non-GMO. It's delicious on so many meals. We fix it on everything. Zatar, you can throw it on. The Tuscan, you can take care of that. The Moroccan spice. We absolutely love Journey Spice. And
good pita, get your pita on.
Absolutely delicious.
So big griller too. Mm-hmm. That's my new favorite one. Is that KC. Yep.
Right there. Oh, it's so good, right?
It's the best. It truly is the best. And thank you for all you've done, all the great products that we've been able to have as a Sanford family, and also for being awesome, loyal sponsors of Altitude After Dark, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. By the way, I figured out this is the longest running digital show we've had for Altitude Sports Radio.
That's so cool.
For whatever that's worth.
3 years?
I don't want the puck around and pot out podcast to get credit. Yeah. We're on our 3rd year. How about that?
Yeah.
We started this a couple years ago. It was like, it was a dream. Okay. Let me get your. I got insight on all the things you brought up, but I want your insight, Coacher. Just your take on the game. Yeah. Just in general, how you're feeling about things, and then I got sound on Bo. Yeah. I got Sean ripping on Kiz. I got all that, but I want your just take on everything first.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the old coaching adage, go coach speak here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and throw myself in a post-game press conference and give you the old, a win is a win is a win. And it is. Like, I hate to say it, but it is. And so anybody out there that's saying that Sean Payton like withheld the playbook, guys, the playbook is very much out there for all of these NFL coordinators. And the playbook's out there.
Okay. Now
it's about how aggressive you call the game. And I thought less than the aggressiveness of like taking shots down the field. I mean, this is another defensive unit that the Broncos face today that plays a lot more shell coverage, a lot more of that quarters, just like you saw against Vic Fangio's defense. I mean, a lot of cover 4 defenses that does kind of muck it up in the box, gives you simulated pressures, meaning it looks like they're blitzing, but usually it ends up being only 4 guys are actually coming involved in the pressure. And I think that overall it just looked like Sean Payton made a very conservative, like he has before. He did it against the Raiders twice. He did it against the Kansas City Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes when Chris Oladokun was playing. I mean, we remember that. That was just recently. Did it against the New York Jets in Europe when you played overseas, when you're playing in, what was that game was London, right? When you played in
just for London. Yep.
I mean, I think that Sean Payton, because he knows he has a really good defense, because he knows he has a quarterback that doesn't take a ton of negative plays, doesn't have the ball's not in harm's way a lot, doesn't take a lot of sacks. Sean Payton knows what ultimately is going to get this team to win football games. And is it always pretty? No. But the real question is going to be, of course, as we'll all sit here, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? And the thing that gives me hope and optimism, and I know we're talking big picture here and you asked me about the game, is today I think Sean called the game and called the overall game management, game theory, just to win, just to get by and win a football game. I don't think he was calling. He did not want to be aggressive. But do you remember the couple games that Sean Payton realized that he needed to be aggressive? He was aggressive, and that was the Green Bay Packers game. That was when Bo Nix uncorked it a little bit and had 300 yards plus throwing the football, multiple touchdowns. Bo Nix has had some 4 touchdown games. So I think that there's enough proof, at least in small fits and starts, to say that Sean Payton, Bo Nix can and have proven that they can win on the offensive side of the ball if needed to. And I think you're going to need to in pretty much every one of these playoff games.
Well said. Frustrations.
I'd say for me, you know what my biggest frustration is there's this tangible, palpable body language that I felt like 7-8 weeks ago between Bo and Sean. And it's that kind of screaming at the sideline, get the play in, or Bo saying today, I mean, the ball, I think it was overheard on a live mic saying something along the lines of like, wake up or something. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
There's just times where I feel like the two of them are a bit in a rut with one another. And I feel like today was one of those days. And I don't want that to carry over at all into the playoffs. Like, there should be no world that exists that your quarterback is pissed off at your head coach and your head coach is pissed off at your quarterback. And I'm not talking about publicly. I'm not talking about at press conferences, because everybody knows you never do that. I'm talking about the real body language between play caller and quarterback. Like, that's when it looked good. It was like it started kind of with that second. Well, it was the Chiefs game. With the Chiefs win was good. That second Raiders game, you started seeing a trend in a positive direction. And then the Packers game just looked like the two of them were in a place where they were finishing each other's sentences. Today didn't necessarily feel like that.
All right, well, let's get you a little bit of Bo then. And here's about being an overdog or an underdog and his mental approach here today.
Number 1 seed in the AFC. Does that make you the overdog or the underdog?
I guess the overdog, but they'll still, give you all the reasons why we're going to lose the game. But I think playoffs is one thing. Going on the road to a tough Buffalo team, you can take a lot of experiences from that, everything you learn. And I think you see a little bit more of, you get there, you start playing, you're like, it's just the same competitive football that we've been playing. Now there's just a little bit more at stake. So I think it was better, much rather have played a game last year in the playoffs than not, and this time being my first one. I think playing at home, it'll be my first home one, so that'll be a little bit different. But I think it'll do nothing but help. And the away experiences from last year, just understanding, how nothing really changes. It's the next week, next opponent. The good thing is you can't look forward, so that you don't, even have a choice. There's no opponent next. You got to wait for that weekend to finish out. So, for me, it's just the next game and the next game and the next game. Fortunately for us, we have 2 weeks, and we can rest a little bit this week and then prepare, have a good week next week. And it's like winning a playoff game this week, so it's huge having that bye. And also you get an extra playoff check.
Bingo. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And for Bo Nix on a rookie contract, that matters.
And
that matters to everybody.
That's funny, Bo. That's drop dead hysterical Bo right there at the end.
Yeah, well, it's true, Bo. It's Bo that realizes that. I mean, if you get compensated for a playoff check by not playing next Sunday or whatever, Saturday or Sunday, then you won a playoff game, right? And I'm gonna lean into this, DMac. I'm gonna take your energy on this. You won a playoff game today because it afforded you the opportunity to get a game check by not actually playing a game. So Denver Bronco fan that's out there, that's a malcontent, that says the offense is stagnant. Denver Bronco fan, would you take today's victory, be it by way of field goal after field goal? Would you take it in the second round of the playoffs that you've now guaranteed yourself to be in? Would you take it? Would you take an ugly win? Would you take a win that is frustrating? You bet your ass you would.
Damn right.
I mean, and you know what's cool about the Broncos? Just like last year's Chiefs, let's not forget this. Last year's Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes wasn't Patrick Mahomes of old. They were 15-2, and how many of those games were one score wins?
A lot of them.
12?
Something like that. It was up there, way up there.
And the Chiefs got the 1 seed, right?
Yep.
And where they end up getting to by winning 2 ugly games, right?
Yeah, and then they got their asses kicked in the Super Bowl, but it
okay.
happened in the Super Bowl. Yeah, one of the funnier comments that I got this week was over the weekend, the Broncos, they won't be able to handle any of these NFC teams. And I'm like, dude, so you're telling me they're going to have a hard time with the Seahawks in the Super Bowl? I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
And it's at some point, the naysayers and those that are doubting this team, I mean, I guess you win eventually because your team will lose eventually at some point, right? Like, I told you they couldn't win 3 Super Bowls in a row. I guess. I mean, I suppose you'll eventually be right. But I think it's a false analysis of what's really going on here, unless you just want to be negative to be negative sake. Let me play this one more for you with Bo. And you can you tell the tone, by the way? This tone that you heard from Bo and what I'm talking about, and we'll play Sean on Kiz here in a second. Coach, this is what the locker room was like afterwards. It was, I don't know what to say, man. It's a little weird. All right, let me play Bo. Here's Bo. He's actually asked by Sean Keeler about being lovingly booed as he won his 14th game of the year.
Points. When you get those kind of, I guess, loving boos from the home crowd, how do you internalize that and see that? Because they want you to do it, but they're mad.
Well, it's funny. It's our job to give them a good quality experience, and they show up to see us win. And obviously we've won a lot of games this year, but it's good. They're not going to be complacent. They want more, and I hope that we're never the fan base that just sits back there and just know we're going to win the game and doesn't get on their feet, doesn't cheer, because then that's when winning becomes redundant and you take for granted winning. So I think it's going to be good to have that same passion, that same energy, flipped and go against the opponent in a few weeks. But I think at the end of the day, they're not really booing me. They're not booing a certain player. They're not booing a certain coach. It's just kind of the whole thing. And once one guy does it, the whole stands do it. So it's a part of the game. Every time I get this question, I feel like I'll say it. I've been booed before, and I'll be booed again. And nothing's going to change out of me. You're going to get the same effort, and trying to do our best out there. And we got a good team, and got a team that we're all trying to find ways to grow and learn. And, we're not complacent right now as a team, which is good going into the playoffs. We still feel like we have some hunger about us.
Okay, man. That's Robobo.
It's Robo-Bo, but I'll say that's a little bit confident / relieved / sense of achievement, Bo. I think it's a little bit less he's a little less prickly towards some of those types of questions than maybe earlier in the year. And I think it's because, you have a chance right now to, whether it's been perfect, whether it's been, the cleanest, most dynamic version of a 14-win season if you're the quarterback for the team. Man, you won 14 dang games and you're the number 1 seed in the AFC when, people were picking you to win. What was the win total out this year? 8.5?
I think it was lower.
I think
it was something like that.
Because you won 10 last year, right? So I think they said it like around it wasn't quite as low as it was a year ago, but still, you won the most games in the National Football League this year.
Yeah.
You're tied with the other 1 seed, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? Seattle did get to 14, right?
Yeah, so did the Patriots. But
So yeah, you're tied with the yep.
But thank God for the Raiders beating the Patriots in week 1. And
you never know.
That's why you're the number 1 seed. So every game's a Super Bowl. All right, I'm gonna get to the
how weird is that? How weird is that if the Patriots hadn't lost that game?
Unbelievable.
You'd be turning around and hosting the Chargers.
Which today the Raiders earned the number 1 overall seed. So they in the draft. Sorry,
yeah.
Number 1
pick. It's a pick,
yeah.
I think.
Number 1
I don't think they seed the draft.
Of all the losers, they're number 1. All right, I'll give you the Kiz Sean thing, and it goes into the crowd. And I've got the most fascinating little nugget about the crowd and Sean Payne. I got a great one for you, Coach. Hang on 1 second.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Thank you, Journey Spice, and use the code 2026 playoffs and save 10%. We love you, Journey Spice, and the information is crawling beneath you right now. So for 2026, do yourself a favor and get into our great friends at Journey Spice, flavor in, plastic out. Watching the post game must have been the press conference must have been hysterical for everybody. You must have been floored. Like, what is he talking about?
It was banana land, absolutely banana land. Because it came out of nowhere. Nowhere.
Let me play it for you.
Real quick. Where were you?
Yeah.
Were you in the back?
I was maybe 6 feet behind Mark Kisla.
Were you standing?
Standing, but in Sean's eye line. Like if Sean looked right above Mark's head, he would have been looking me in the face.
Let it roll.
Okay.
Each week there's a look, am I ever happy? No. All right. But we shouldn't be as coaches. I know fewer words have never been spoken, Mark. Speak up, because you're always here, but you always never make eye contact, never have any questions, but you have a lot to write. Thank you. You're exactly right. So, but I think that's a good trait. There's some things when we watch.
Fewer words have never been spoken.
Fewer words have never been spoken.
So that was said by Sean. And then he said, "Well, speak up." Did he not? And that was in the middle of answering a question, correct?
Sort of.
Well, I'm accusing answering a question from somebody else. It was from Parker Gabriel.
Yeah, yes. To answer your question, yes.
Like it was one of those things where you like you're answering a question your wife asked you, and then you just meander into something completely different.
Yes.
And then you potentially go after somebody. It's really what's happened. Go after one of the kids, like
now I wasn't the only one. So Sean's presser today was really interesting. First of all, they only got to like 4 questions because every answer he gave was like 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was wearing his Jordan outfit.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. He put it on top. He had a Jordan outfit, but then I think it had like some country club or something on the side sleeve, I thought.
Changed out of whatever clothes in the
Jordan
outfit.
He threw it on top of his Broncos blue hoodie.
And he was no. He had taken the hoodie off.
Okay.
It was some sort of orange Broncos shirt. He definitely took the hoodie off, put the Jordan on. So there was a little bit of celebration in the locker room. I don't know. Maybe they sprayed him with some water. We'll have to see. But he did not have a hat on either. No hat, which is the first game so there was definitely something weird and different going on coming out to the press conference. And then it was time to Festivus, I'm going to rip on all my enemies. We're going to take accounting. We're going to take a pound of flesh, from everybody. And his beef with Kiz, I did talk to Kiz about it. I did. Yeah. And I don't want to betray Kiz's trust and stuff like that. But I think I'm safe to say, based off what Sean said, he's had an issue with Kiz for a long time. This does feel very reminiscent of Prime and Sean Keeler.
Very similar.
It wasn't something right then and there. And it was something that has been sort of building up for a little bit. And by what he said is, you're here all the time. You never say anything, but you write a lot. Okay, well, that's not really hard to read into. So obviously, according to Sean, Kiz is writing something that he disagrees with or doesn't like, but he's not asking him questions there in the press conference. Now, I got to stick up for Kiz a little bit in this scenario. They pass the microphone around. We're not allowed to just, ask a question. You realize that, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a priority.
Now, if you go out there and Sean answers other questions on Wednesday and Friday, okay? So if you go out to the stadium or the Dove Valley Wednesday and Friday, you can just sort of jump in and ask, whatever. But on the conference call, the Zoom call on Mondays, Coach, and post-game, you have to be selected to ask a question. So there were 8 of us that were shut out from asking a question today. Me, Leggy, Kliss, a bunch of Nick Kosmider. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just me. It was Mike Kliss was I'll get you later, I guess. Said that Sean's walking out. And it was odd. Now, I'm saying all this, so I'm trying to bring the audience into how this guy, who's a brilliant coach, obviously a brilliant coach,
yeah, for sure,
to bring you into where his head is at this stage of the season. So it is, maybe this is his fuel, his fire. Maybe this is what gets him going. But he obviously pays attention to things, obviously. And he remembers things. And I guess it does drive him. But listen, I'm going to just say this. This dude's a hell of a coach. Mm-hmm. And what he's done since he's got here is absolutely fabulous. And when we saw that John Elway movie, the document or interview with Shannon Sharpe, and he was like, I was going to draft Josh Allen, but I couldn't convince my coaches. Get new coaches. I mean, what are we doing here? That was one of the most lame excuses I've ever heard in my life. I'm rolling my eyes massively at that. Good luck defending that one, by the way, everybody who loves John Elway as a GM. I was going to do it, but my coaches didn't like it. You're the GM, bro. And not only was he the GM, coach, real quick, sorry. Not only was he the GM, he was the president of football. And there was no ownership at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he was.
Sean could do anything.
He was the buck stops here at that time.
Zero doubt about it. He was the buck stops here guy. And you couldn't. I looked at the coaching staff. It was VJ, barely a coach. Bill Musgrave. They hired a new quarterbacks coach. Like, what are you talking about? You're John fucking Elway. And all right, I got to calm down a little bit. But, my point is there's things that are driving Sean Payton. And I don't know if it's driving the Broncos more to success or nuts. I'm not quite sure. But this guy grinds on everything, Mike. Yeah. Everything.
Yep. Let me ask you this question here. Thanks. At 82, this doesn't feel like a 14-win season. It's probably one of the most boring and bad seasons of the last 8 years.
That is preposterous.
It's preposterous.
Right,
but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 games I actually had fun watching. Seriously.
Okay, Cowboys game. I hope Cowboys game.
Yep. Eagles.
Eagles. Okay.
I mean, it was terrible for 3.5 quarters or 3 1/4.
Well, then I would assume you
Giants?
like the Giants game. Yeah. If you like the Eagles game.
And then you got to say that both the Chiefs and the Packers, the Chiefs over Mahomes, and the Chiefs.
Packers.
The win over the Packers was the best win of their season. Like most most thorough.
All right.
4 quarters of good football. Although the defense they were exposed a little bit.
Hey, listen, let me tell you,
my
man.
question on that right there.
Go ahead.
Like we all know that coaches are hired to win football games and to a certain degree entertain. I don't think that I know that you could say that this is a dumb take, DMac, but there are a lot of people that probably share that sentiment deep down.
Tons.
And what I would ask is, do you think that Sean Payton would have anything to say to that camp?
He would tell that camp to basically pound sand.
Right.
But I'm trying to think how he would do it. Slowly, and he probably would drift into a couple of different areas.
He'd probably attack Mark Kisla during the explanation.
I'll tell you this. He loves Zach from DNVR.
Loves him. Why? But why do you think? Why do you think that is? Do you think it has anything to do with it? Mark's not as kind to him?
I think he can't stand our dude from the Denver Post there. My name is Luca.
Yeah.
I think he would rather not deal with Chris Thomason, who I love.
Okay.
But Zach isn't endearing to him because
who has he snapped on? Let's go through so Luca.
My name is Luca. Yeah.
There was a Thomason moment.
Oh,
it was
for sure.
Training camp, was it?
Oh, there's been multiple. There's yes, Leggy. He snapped at
Leggy. Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
He's been nicer of late.
Yeah.
Kliss, he's been at odds. He's been at odds with. Yeah.
Pretty.
Now Kiz.
Yep. Yeah. Parker been good, I think, for the most part. He had the one moment with Parker.
Oh yeah, he did have one. He did have one with Parker.
But it ended up being Thomason, though. I think that it sounded like it was Parker, but really, I think it ended up being Thomason that he was.
You know what's funny? I haven't really been an issue, but then again, look how often I've been restricted to actually.
Darren, you know what that's telling me? Honestly,
what?
You've lost your fastball, man.
No, I have not, bro.
You've lost your fastball.
No way.
You know what you are right now? You're Greg Maddux at the end of his career. You just rely on location, man. You got to live in the black or you're done.
Well, I'll tell you this. For example, I was pissed off at Liam Cohen. And had I been able to ask a question, I actually would have had Sean's back on that one.
Yeah.
Because I thought Cohen was incredibly disingenuous, and Sean gave him credit for it. But it's just a scuzzy move by Liam Cohen.
I've become a bit of a Liam Cohen stan.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a Liam Cohen stan account right now.
Cool.
I think you know what he does?
What?
Right, at least in the last 8 weeks, he wins games and has exciting football.
Okay.
Do you like both of them? Are both of them possible?
I got you, bro. I got you.
Okay, bro.
And this is I've just broed you. This
easy on the easy guy, okay, guy? Don't bro me, Chief. Don't chief me, guy.
All right, guy. My friend.
Speaking of bro, can you real quick, I'm about to run out of battery on my laptop because I've been rolling all day on my laptop. Can you give me can I get a Journey Spice ad real quick so I can go get my charger?
Yeah, go get your charger. I'll entertain. I got stuff going
there
on.
You go.
I'll see you in the. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got some. Oh, let me get him out of there. Okay, we'll do this. Yeah, well, we do love Journey Spice. Let me play you some other sound from what's going on. And I gave you that scoop. Oh, the scoreboard stuff. All right, as Mike is going to do his stuff, get his charger. Remember this comment earlier in the week from Sean Payton.
Man, I sure hope so. And I say this, I'm not being critical, but earlier. And so no shell games on the scoreboard, no follow the Bronco head or any. Let's get this, when they're getting in the huddle, deafening, and that's the 12th man. That truly, there could be no better. When A&M coined that phrase, and then the Seahawks bought it from them, it really fits. That is what's so exciting about this game, and then what a win in this game can do, for the next couple games. So, and remember, granted we were in a dome, but there's about 4 stadiums in this league that can be deafening, and I think ours in the last beginning at Green Bay, we heard it, and so. Yeah, they're an active part if they want 2 more home games, right? And so no quizzes, no did you know? All right, you do none of that. That's stuff you do at the basketball games.
Okay, this is so funny. So I actually have inside information on this of all things, which is crazy, right? Sean is, Coach, the boss of everything. Seriously.
Yes, truly.
Like, if he says something, if he didn't like the food, he doesn't like the scoreboard, he doesn't like the sideline, he really does get say on everything. And this is a guy who is, kind of bizarrely, borderline narcissistically attention to detail on all things big and small. The only issue is a lot of the small things, he makes the same size as the big things. The crowd, I know this now for a fact. They do fan surveys, Coach. Every team does after games. The NFL does. Every team does about the fan experience. Last year, the Broncos were 7th in everything going to a Broncos game. 7th.
Yeah, I would agree. Awesome experience.
This year, they're first.
Yep. Wow.
This year, they're first. They added the card thing in the South Stands, and they were nervous about that in the beginning.
Is that Sean? Did Sean add the card thing?
No, he had nothing to do with it. He doesn't have.
You told me he does everything. He's the boss of everything.
He can sign. He can shoot down anything. How about that? He doesn't necessarily come up, but he can shoot down anything.
Are you a fan of the card? Is the card thing pretty cool?
Love the card thing. Card thing is.
It looked really cardy today.
Well, they're different cards every game.
Yeah, this one was very carded.
And there's you could take it home as a souvenir, and it is for the South Stands only. And there's instructions on the back of the card, like how to do it and when to do it. It's really amazing. Okay, let me just tell you about this crowd thing. I know for a fact they moved the football thing and a couple of other things because of what Sean said. They did. They changed it to another time during the game. So, but I'm saying this all to say they're giving the fans the best experience as rated by the fans in the NFL. That's
you can't complain about it.
That's literally already happening. And it is a weird thing that Sean is I need more intensity from the fans early on. Now, in fairness, Sean, after the game today, did say the crowd was great. They were into it. It was blah, 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 blah. But then he mentions the football helmet thing again. I think because Sean finds that funny or whatever, that's just who he is. So changes were made, Coach. Changes were made. And I noticed it because I'm looking for the football thing, and it happens at halftime. The football thing happened at halftime. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. I guess they did move it. There it is at halftime when he's nowhere to be found. I don't think this is the biggest thing in the world. Maybe. But I do wonder how this dude's engine runs. And I'd say this. I would enjoy the hell out of this time because I don't know how long it's going to be lived.
You talking about Sean?
Yes. And I see the Elway documentary with Reeves. I see what you're mentioning today with Bo. Clearly, Coach, Bo Nix is a 10 to 15-year plan, right?
Yeah, right.
Clearly. And if you don't see that, you're an idiot. The dude is 24-10 as a starting quarterback in 2 years.
This is a reality.
This is done.
Yep.
It's over. And everybody, sophomore slump. What? I don't even care if the
He won
offense
14
has
games, guys. He won 14 games.
The end. Like, Elway won 13 games in his second year, by the way, and probably would have won 14 had they had a 17th game. My point is, Bo Nix, Coach, is on the same trajectory right now as John Elway. I'm not saying he's as good, but a little shaky in your first year, much better as a player in a team the second year, and away we go. And by the way, I'm not trying to look past this year, Coach. The Broncos are going to be Super Bowl favorites next year. Super Bowl favorites.
Depends on how their first playoff game goes.
Every conversation.
If the Broncos say the
okay, I got to think about that.
If the Chargers come into your stadium and beat you by 10, or the Bills come in and beat you by 13 or 17 or something like that, and the offense can't produce in a moment that is required for them to produce at home, then yeah, they will. They'll be the fraud of all frauds. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers is playing some good football right now.
All right. Well,
he's playing some good football.
How about this? Every conversation about contenders for the football for the Super Bowl, the Broncos will be mentioned.
Agreed.
Is that fair?
Yeah, and especially if they win. If they win a minimum, if they end up in the AFC Championship game because they won a playoff game today, and then they win one playoff game 2 weeks from today, they'd be in the AFC. They'd host the AFC Championship.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think you're probably going to have to do that against the Texans. Unless the Bills, I don't know, bro. Do you think the Bills can? Well, how do you got it? Well, I mean, we know what the lineup is. I actually thought there's some really good comments that I've been watching here on the side on our deal, but like one of them here in particular said that here it is, talking about the flaws, right? Every single team in the playoffs has a flaw. Here it is. No doubt about it.
Okay. So
no doubt about it.
Let's quickly go through the AFC. All right.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance and then I'll rebut. We'll go with the 7 seed Los Angeles Chargers. What's their flaw?
Injuries,
offensive line health.
They have all sorts of weirdness. Like they don't finish well in the red. Their whole offense is basically a big head scratcher.
But it's Justin Herbert, man. I mean, it's their offense is very reliant upon Justin Herbert.
Way too reliant. They give up with Herbert sacks. He can run around sort of. They got issues with their offensive line injuries.
Well, and he's got his hamburger helper hand, doesn't he?
And he's got hamburger helper hand. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with the 6 seed is
Bills.
The Bills. What's their big flaw?
Defense is brutal.
Brutal
defense.
Not good. Injured, banged up.
Good.
And then you know what? I'd add another flaw. There are times that I wonder about Sean McDermott, just in general, as a leader. And as a play caller. There are times that I don't trust Sean McDermott in the big spots, and I don't think a lot of people in Buffalo would say that they trust Sean McDermott in any type
Fair.
of spot.
Fair.
Let's go to the Texans. What's their major flaw?
Just an ability to sort of get it done when it matters most, but really, really good defense. They're pretty good. Like, there's not a lot of flaws there.
I would say that their offense doesn't just have the ability to just score a lot. Like they win a lot of 19-13s, and frankly, they're a bit of a Spider-Man meme with the Broncos. I find.
Yeah. I see the similarities.
Okay, so let's go to we'll just say that. I mean, right now it's Baltimore 17, Pittsburgh 13. Balls on the
really good
4
game.
minutes and 25 seconds to go. Aaron Rodgers is screaming bloody murder.
Oh my God!
He is yelling at Arthur Smith right now.
Let me turn the game on. We do a little watch along as we go.
Just wearing him out. Oh, Aaron, bro, he is not. Oh no, you know what he's mad about? His helmet. His coach to the coach to quarterback helmet communication isn't working.
All right. Well, they're about to go in though. I don't know where you at. I'm at 3:53, and they're I'm a little behind you. Yeah.
No,
so they're at like the 1 yard line.
Yeah. Just banged a timeout, right?
Okay, we're on it together then.
Okay. So let's just say that the Ravens' flaw is just about everything right now. I think their defense has been horrific. Lamar Jackson has looked banged up.
Dude, it's a miracle they're in this. The fact that they're in this position right now is unbelievable. That they have even a chance to go to the playoffs. It's crazy. And the Steelers' flaw is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Although, there's just nothing special about.
I would say one of their biggest flaws is that the most important position in sport is occupied by a guy who has gravity that has affected his man parts.
Yes.
He is old as all get out.
Yes.
Let's go to the 3 seed. Who's the 3 seed in the AFC? That would be
Jacksonville.
Ooh.
They're a wagon as
pretty good, man. They're pretty good. Who's there?
Steelers just ran it in easy. There's a lot of time left though in this game, and I assume they'll hit the extra point. So they're up by 3 on the Ravens, but there is a lot of time left in this game.
Okay, so right now,
Jags. I don't see a flaw with the Jaguars.
Before we get into the Jaguars, you know what their flaw is to me?
Go ahead.
It's all so new. Liam Cohen in these spots, it's new.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence, I know he's been there. He's got more experience, but it feels like popular, well-liked, trending in a good direction. Trevor Lawrence is new.
Okay.
And it feels like there hasn't been a real amount of adversity with that football team as the years progressed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's go with the Patriots.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I think that their flaw is Drake May hasn't proven he can do it in a come from behind fourth quarter nuts on the line moment. He didn't do it in college either. I mean, I'm not an expert on all things Drake May. I just know that the University of North Carolina never played for anything of substance when he was the quarterback there.
Still one hell of a year for these guys. You got to give them their flowers.
And then Broncos. What's the Broncos' biggest flaw? Honestly,
it's a couple of things. It is inconsistency with the offense and defense. Mm-hmm. They're inconsistent. They don't play united. If they have been bailed out by one side or the other almost every single game this year, and so they haven't put it together.
You'd say 80+% of that would be that the Sean Payton's play calling and Bo Nix's quarterback play has been bailed out by the defense. And I wouldn't
put it as high as 80%, but it leans more towards the offense.
Name the games where the Broncos offense bailed out.
Giants,
Packers, maybe.
Packers.
Yeah.
You got Eagles,
and then
you got to look at the come from behind ones.
Yeah,
big ones. I mean, they're like I said, you're essentially right. I'm just sort of hesitating at the 80%. But yeah, if you just more times than not, okay, fine, I'll roll with you. But the defense has had their problems. Like today was great for the defense.
Yeah,
today was great. Like it was a good, really good. Like where was the defense in the Jacksonville game, dude? I mean, it was nothing special. That's for sure.
It was not good. It was not good.
So, I mean,
it wasn't good against the Colts earlier in the year.
Nope. I mean, they've had their problems too.
For sure.
And by the way, you realize they needed 2 takeaways today, or they would have set a record for the least amount of takeaways in a season, which was 13.
Hey, did the Jets get an interception today?
Oh my God. I was just looking at their game. Boy, they went down. Like
it was Mitchell Trubisky playing.
Hold on. Well, first of all, they lose 35-8. Yeah, Trubisky played. It wasn't Josh Allen. Give me a second. Let me look. They did
not get an interception.
Oh, you beat me on it.
Yeah. Well,
they went the entire season. That's nuts. They had no sacks either. Wow. They had no interceptions. Is that right? They had no interceptions
the whole season.
17
football games.
That is mind blowing.
And who's their head coach?
Aaron
Glenn.
Yeah, defense guy.
Who's known as what?
Defensive guy.
And played what in college?
Cornerback.
And who's the defensive back?
Yeah.
That's like a known it's like a known quarterback guy getting named the head coach of a franchise and have 0 passing touchdowns the whole year.
Now, the only thing saving the Jets, frankly, is they have like 10 million draft picks. And they're not going to make major changes with the coach or the GM or anything like that. They're just going to sort of, okay, it was what it was. And who's after Fernando Mendoza
this year? It's probably Dante Moore, but apparently he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to.
Simpson out of Alabama, maybe.
Did you watch?
All right, well, you tell me who's number 2.
I mean, I don't think this is a 2023 draft class or 24.
It's not a great draft class, is it?
No, I do think Fernando's going to be very good. For the
Raiders.
No,
I just saw it. Unbelievable. See that? That's why the Steelers suck. Right there. That's why they suck.
Now there's a penalty. Was there a pick? Was there a pick play, or was it offensive?
Lamar's celebrating. So
no, I think it was legal contact on the defense. Somebody was holding down the field.
Got to be a 70-yard touchdown pass. Broken coverage, by the way, too.
Yeah.
It's the penalties on the Steelers.
Defensive holding.
Okay, so touchdown is good. So they'll have a 4-point lead over the see, I told you there's plenty of time. There's still plenty of time. I mean, 2:20. And what are we doing for timeouts here? I can't really quite tell.
I can't believe they cut a guy that loose, man.
Oh, the Steelers don't have any timeouts.
Dang. 2:20 though. That's Aaron Rodgers territory.
No, man, this is the end of this Weasel Turd's career right here. This is gonna end ugly, like with a helmet twisted over his face, sod coming out of his chin, ayahuasca dripping off his lips. I mean, this is where it all ends. Nobody deserves a miserable ending more than Aaron Rodgers.
You know what's weird about like games that you really don't care about? Like I don't really care about who wins this game. I have disliked Aaron Rodgers so much this year, but for whatever reason, I'm rooting for him in this game. I don't know why.
What?
Well, I think it's because I'd rather the Broncos play Aaron Rodgers if there's a chance that one of those teams wins in their opening round playoff game.
Well, I don't think either of these teams has a shot against Houston, frankly, and I don't care if the game is played in Baltimore.
Who would Buffalo play?
Buffalo would play Jacksonville, is going to play Jacksonville.
Okay, Buffalo, Jacksonville.
Not going to, is. They are playing Buffalo.
That is a wild game right there, by the way.
I fear for my people that I used to love back in Buffalo and Bills Nation or whatever they are, the Mafia. I'm sorry, Bills Mafia. You're playing a witch right now, and Trevor Lawrence in this offense with Jacksonville. Yeah, I mean, they are. It is so funny how people just discounted Jacksonville based off of Trevor Lawrence's career rather than what has been going on in the past 6 weeks. That is a football analyst fan mistake, Coach. You got to throw history to a degree out the door.
Yeah.
You really just got to look at what's going on. And the sample size of, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks is a pretty good sample size of how things are right now. And that's where we're at. So the Broncos likely, I don't think the Broncos, well, I mean, Okay, if we go chalk, everybody, Coacher, if we go chalk,
Broncos are playing the winner of this game.
that's right. I mean, just for the shits and giggles here, how you like the Broncos' chances at home against the Ravens?
Lamar still scares me in 2 weeks.
You know what's funny? Sean talked about Trey Lance today, about how things were really different about a guy who was mobile and what they had to do to contain him and what they were concerned about. That was actually pretty interesting to hear him talk about, wow, good completion right off the bat.
Oh, wow. They're already in the 47.
Okay.
My word.
You know, how's this going to have 2-minute warning? Are they gonna, yeah, they don't have any timeouts. They got to take it to the 2-minute warning.
With the way the Broncos are built defensively, I would love to play against Aaron Rodgers for a chance to go to the AFC Championship.
Me too.
I would love it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that'd be the biggest gift.
Broncos had, I got to go back to the Broncos game. 4 sacks today. Benito had, let me hear a little bit from Nick Benito. I got him here. Here's a little Benito about feeling good.
No, it feels great. I feel like there's been so much work that's been put in going past, this year. Just from the first year Coach Payton came in and just from the, building the roster to, what it is right now and just the hard work that everybody has put in from top to bottom. It's really special feeling right now. So.
Hey, real quick, D-Mac, just 1 week ago, I guess was it Thursday? Was it Christmas Day? So it would have been like 10 days ago. What did Nick Benito say about his own performance?
He was ass. I don't have it handy. I should have saved that.
You know what, though? He got named Good Guy Award. He's the good guy.
Yeah.
So you know what he looked like in that little – he looked like a good guy, man.
He is a good guy.
He is a good guy, and he's a really good player.
Do you know what the Good Guy Award is?
I thought it has to do with how you interact with the media.
It is. It's named after Darren Williams, in honor of Darren Williams, who was tragically shot and killed on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah. That was not too long ago.
It's like 20 years ago. It's crazy.
Oh, was that long? Okay.
It was a while ago, yeah. And I was covering the team when that happened. I was on the air that next, it's one of them tough one. That's a tough one. Anyways, that's the award for Darren Williams.
Good question.
And it's a cool award to win, by the way.
Does the NFL have a similar award for the head coach that handles the media the best? And do you think that Sean Payton is going to be an odds-on favorite? For said award.
You're asking me, does the local media like Sean Payton?
I didn't ask that. I said, does Sean Payton do a really good job interacting with the local media?
I think Sean Payton is entertaining as hell. And does he do a good job interacting with the media? Yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Do you find his baseline even remotely entertaining when he's, or are you talking about when he just goes unhinged and starts yelling at Mark Kisla in the middle of an answer to somebody else's question?
Thoroughly entertained by that. I mean, so for me and my purposes, I don't think Kiz digs it, and I understand, and we stuck up for Luka a little bit, but man, I mean, I don't care. I don't think the fans care, and I think the guy's a hell of a coach.
No, you know where I think
there are some bottom lines here,
Yeah, for sure. His coaching to me, if somebody were to ask me like, what is the superpower of Sean Payton after 3 years of watching him? From the perspective of being a coach, I actually think his greatest attribute is to be a head coach. I don't think his greatest attribute is as an offensive play caller.
Okay. All right.
I think his greatest attribute that he has brought to the Denver Broncos franchise is he because it's his way or the highway, there is unilateral vision as to where this thing is going.
Yeah.
And that's important. And it's supported by the ownership group. It's supported by, management, general manager, personnel. It's his way. It's a good way. It's a confident way. And that's the second part is I do think that the confidence, bravado, swagger of Sean Payton has rubbed off on others. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Did that just happen?
Are you kidding me?
2 wide open humans.
Are you kidding me?
On back-to-back drives.
How bad are the Ravens? Seriously, dude.
How bad are both these? This game's not over, Aaron.
No, there's plenty of time.
Zay Flowers is going to be wide open for an 80-yard touchdown.
Just to let you know, Aaron Rodgers by the way, you just got to kick the extra point here.
Was that a double move?
That was like a minute 20
I think it was
drive.
a double move. It looked like an out and go or
I'm not exactly sure who caught it. The receiver could not. He missed the extra point. He missed the extra point.
Are
just
you
missed
kidding?
missed the extra point.
Did that hit a cable?
I went like,
is that the cable from
Skycam?
Is this Skycam?
Did our brethren, our co-workers at Skycam influence
Did the Kroenke family just butcher this for the Steelers?
I don't know. They did.
This is unreal. This is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a sluggo, man. Just a
fell
pure
down.
go.
The corner fell down.
Oh no, it was just hitch and go.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he fell down. Watch. The corner fell down.
That dude's getting cut. I don't know who that is, but he's getting cut. Oh my gosh, that's such bad technique, DMac.
Yeah.
He galloped backwards.
Watch this kick. Watch this kick.
Here's Skycam. Here's the Skycam. Oh, yeah.
It did not hit Skycam.
No, it was a little bit less abrupt than the one in.
So now the Ravens can win with a field goal with not Justin Tucker. Look at that.
This
3
is
inches.
Unbelievable.
What a game, though. I mean,
hidden
what
inches,
a game.
Man. It's
Great
always
game.
about the hidden inch.
There is plenty of time, and Baltimore has 3 timeouts. Wow, I got to give Rodgers and the Steelers some credit. They went down the length of the field, dude, with no timeouts in about 1:15 with the entire season on the line. I mean, they did fall down on the turf. And
so the kicker for the Ravens, his last name is Loop.
And he's wearing like 33. That can't be good.
I don't
There's
think Loop's
no way that's good.
Oh, man.
I've never heard of Loop. Have you?
I don't know
Loop.
I've never heard of Loop.
Wait,
all right, the question is, how far out does this?
Did they just add him?
Oh no, kickoff return! Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Unbelievable. Well, nothing's unbelievable at this point. We should be careful here. Like literally, I'm sorry we've melded this Broncos postgame into a watch along of the Steelers Ravens, but
this is, I'll tell you who is.
Wait, what just happened there? What just happened there?
Kickoff return got out to the freaking 50.
Why has the kicker got his head down low though?
Because I think they were.
Did he make a tackle?
No, I don't know. I think he may have, but I think they wanted him to blast that out of the back of the end zone, and he didn't get it done.
Oh, okay. So we're at the
47.
Oh, you only need like 20 yards, and you're going to be in Loop range. Loop, by the way, has hit a 61-yard field goal. They drafted Tyler Loop.
Wow.
Don't forget all the issues that
I'll tell you what, man, the dynamic kickoff. It's turned into a
awesome.
dynamic. It's turned into a dynamic kickoff.
I love the kickoff.
It's changed game ending so much.
It's great. I love it. I mean, I hate it. That's a whole. I think it's great. You wanted to kick off. It's the best version you could have.
Wow. So they're on the plus 45. So currently
they need like 8 yards. Oh, there's a flag.
And they still have 3 timeouts, man.
They got loads of time. Listen, but if I'm the Ravens, I want a penalty on the Ravens. See, they're so bad.
Okay.
Both these teams suck.
And was it a legal formation? So they lost the time. So what's so funny is these tackles are getting blamed for illegal formations. Yeah. It's actually for there's nobody on the line of scrimmage on that side of the ball. So they end up being the end man on line of scrimmage, and they're blamed as the illegal end man on line of scrimmage.
Right. You got to have somebody else out there.
It's actually not on him, even though the penalty. So he's like sitting there yelling at the officials.
All right, here we go. Lamar. Just run, dude. There he goes. Oh, little loopy. What was that?
Dude, that took off a lot of clock right there. 3rd and 7. Wow.
I think the Broncos pound either of these teams.
I do too, man.
Neither of these teams. I'll be rooting for either of these teams over the Texans. You?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Although I think the Broncos beat the Texans at home because I think it'd be a very
I gotta say though, easier path with Aaron Rodgers than Lamar does freak me out, and I'd rather play. See, here we go.
You can't get.
Oh, he threw it. No, he threw it.
Oh my gosh, 4th and 7 now.
4th and 7 ball game.
Did that ball travel past the line of scrimmage? Because it looked.
Yeah. He threw it like he threw it like not a shot, but like a discus. He was spinning around and just hucked it up there.
All right, here it is, man.
Here it is.
Is this going to be? Is this Aaron Rodgers' final game of his season? Wait, okay, so 4th.
Well, we got a lot to go before we know that. It's 4th and 7. I mean, you got to get.
Well,
you're nowhere close to field goal territory. They're calling a timeout. You're literally at the 50-yard line. This would be a 67-yard.
So Luke doesn't have 67 in the bag.
He's got 61 in the bag.
It doesn't look. The weather doesn't look particularly comfortable.
He was booming them coming from Lovejoy High School in Texas, where he was a star for the Wildcats whenever they did score touchdowns there in Tucson. He's 24 years old, 5'11", $191, Arizona guy. Was drafted in the 6th round. He is a drafted kicker.
Means he's real.
So, and they gave up Justin Tucker for him because he's probably better on the field and better on plane flights than Justin Tucker.
All right, here we go.
That career. All right, here we go.
4th and 7. Ball's at the 50. See.
Showing blitz.
Yep, they're going to.
By the way, that's what the Chargers did a lot today. They showed it, but they didn't bring it.
Yep,
they're bringing it.
A lot of
bringing 5. Bringing 5.
4-man hit, 4-man pressure.
No way! Oh my God! What a catch! What a freaking catch!
Are you kidding
me? God, who was that?
That was. Oh man, that's why you get tight ends, man. Isaiah Likely.
Who was it?
That's Isaiah Likely.
Wow!
Coastal freaking Carolina.
Wow!
An absolute prayer too.
Wow! What a catch by Likely. Not really that great of a throw. I mean, he got it all.
It was end of game, 4th down. You got to get the ball up because he was under duress. I think they didn't call the holding call on TJ Watt. Watch him.
Oh, it's a pretty nice throw though. Actually, that's a pretty nice throw.
That's really good. Really good.
That's actually a great throw.
Great play.
Great throw, great catch.
TJ Watt got home too, not holding.
What a play.
All right, still going to come down to a kick, though.
Well, they're going to give the end zone a shot here. By the way, Roger Rosengarten from local yokel.
Valor Christian.
Valor Christian.
Valor Christian Eagle, right tackle. He's a right tackle, right?
I thought he was a guard.
He was
I think he's a guard. Well, let's see. Got a little local flavor here. Little Valor pride.
All right, let's see here.
You got 2 shots at the end zone here if you want it.
They're not going to risk it.
Yep. Wow, so that missed extra point is going to cost the Steelers the game.
Yep.
Holy shit.
It would be it also deprives us of overtime football in this matchup.
Wow.
Ooh, what do you think about this little juicy nugget? Mike Tomlin, next Falcons head coach.
The Falcons are such a dumb organization. Their coach and GM deserve to be fired for how stupid they were with quarterbacks. All right, let's just see this real quick. Unless the Steelers try to freeze them, call a timeout. Oh, they don't have a timeout. So here we go.
That's it.
What do you think? Think he makes it?
Yeah, he makes it.
Tyler Loop out of Texas via Arizona.
Lovejoy High School. So this is going to be 40.
It's like an extra
44-yard field goal.
Just a little bit more than an extra point. Dead red, dead center. Chip shot for most NFL guys. Down, up, missed it. Unbelievable. Steelers win. Unreal.
You have got to
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Unbelievable.
Holy cow.
Unbelievable. Unreal. Unreal. Unreal.
Gosh.
Unreal. Unreal. Unbelievable.
Mike Tomlin, all he does is make the playoffs, man. All he does is make the playoffs.
Look at our reaction. We have melded into a watch along. Yeah, pound your chest. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Unreal.
Mike Tomlin. He gave the WWE
Unbelievable.
celebration.
Unbelievable.
Dude, that's insane.
Unbelievable. I feel bad for the kid.
How about this though, man? How about
my God.
Let's talk about the quarterbacks that are not in the playoffs this year.
Unbelievable.
Ready? And I know some by injury.
Yeah. Let's go through it. Yeah. Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Dak Prescott.
I mean, you can say from earlier in the season,
Murray, but who cares? Yeah.
Think about earlier in the season, Daniel Jones was an MVP front runner.
Yeah.
He's not in the playoffs. How about that team was 8-2? The Indianapolis Colts were 8-2.
Yeah, crazy.
And they finished the season 8-9.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Unreal.
I cannot believe what just happened while we've been on doing this podcast. Okay, John Harbaugh, next Falcons coach. You know what's funny, dude? They took a knee. They had 3 timeouts. Check this out. They had 3 timeouts.
You were right, Darren.
They had 21 seconds. They had 2 shots in the end zone. You didn't even need to do that. You could have just run 2 plays and called timeouts. Let's not forget what John Harbaugh decided to do for a kick that went wide right. I mean, look at that bend. Maybe there's some wind or something going on there, frankly. There's something going on. That's 2 kicks that took a very strange tilt. But after that incredible play by Likely, that's a choke job by John Harbaugh right there. You've got Lamar Jackson as your quarterback. Run the ball with Lamar, dude. Seriously. And you got Derrick Henry. Wow.
When Likely caught
Are you kidding me? You got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and you don't add 2 timeouts. Are you kidding me?
Think about the money that was lost for the Ravens there.
Oh my God.
Think about the money for each playoff check.
Oh my!
Look at Derrick Henry. Just look at the look on Derrick Henry's face. John Harbaugh. They drafted him. They drafted that kicker to do that.
They drafted him. He was drafted to miss that. But you know what, though, Coach? All right, whatever, dude. You sat on a ball with 21 seconds and 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. You were right. I just, unfortunately, like the coach in all of us just thinks about all the things that could go wrong to never give you the chance to even put the field goal kicker on the field. Right?
Dude, a 44-yarder, that's a chip shot. I mean, it kind of is, I guess. But
it's a chip shot. I mean, DMac, you said it. You said it's basically a glorified field goal.
Yeah, it was. PAT. It was, but still, all right, whatever. Who gives a shit?
You know what? You know what's great though? You know what's great?
Yeah.
Is what our guy right here said. Just be grateful that we're in. The Broncos are in.
Could not agree more.
Didn't need to have any of those type of dramatics.
Yeah. Maybe a final thought on the Broncos here for everybody. Despite how terrible the offense actually was, the first drive was great.
It was great. 15 plays, 8 minutes plus.
It sucked you couldn't finish, right? That sucked. But once they got the pick 6, I thought they were going to win 30-0. Seriously. I thought they were just going to roll up and down. I thought it was going to be steady time. I thought it was going to be 20-0, 23-0 after 1, something like that. After halftime, rather. And I was just like, oh, this is. But I'll tell you this, being there at the game, there really was never a point, Mike, that I felt the game was in jeopardy. Ever.
No.
At all. So.
Well, all you needed to do was get about 5 or 6 good looks at Trey Lance's passes just errantly falling and nowhere near any target. It's unbelievable.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Gosh.
Now, boy, I don't want to be a naysayer, but Broncos did avoid a lot of good quarterbacks this year, right?
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you know what?
Whatever. Who cares?
You're going to be in the playoffs, and now you got a shot to. You're going to face Justin Herbert or My gut is telling me you're going to face Justin Herbert or
the Bills, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So do you think? All right, let's go through it real quick. Do you think the Patriots? Do you think the Chargers can beat the Patriots?
I do.
Okay, well that gives us Herbert then. Then there you go. We got Herbert.
I think they could, but I also think that very clearly the Patriots at home.
You know what, dude? I would way rather play the Chargers than the Texans. Way rather play Chargers than Texans.
I would definitely not. Styles make fights, DMac, and Sean Payton is yet to beat Jim Harbaugh in a good on good matchup. He's 0-3. You know what his he's had one victory against Jim Harbaugh in his career. Sean Payton's 1-5. But now he's 2-5. So but I don't know.
Do you think the Bills can beat the Jags?
I think it's going to be I think that game's a flip of a coin.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a classic. It's going to
I think they could beat them. Yeah, I think it's that's a hell of a game.
Yep.
That might be the best game in the first round, period.
It's really good. Although, hey man, Packers, if they get some guys back, not going to get Parsons back, but Packers at Bears.
They just laid it down. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah, that's good.
Really good.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Listen, here's what I'm grateful for, man. We have first world problems.
Okay, so Rams at Panthers. Wild.
Yeah.
Is there a chance, man, that
no.
Okay.
No.
Packers and Bears. These are both Saturday games. Okay, so Saturday.
That's a banger.
2:30 our time. We are blessed with Kroenke versus the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go Rams.
6:00 on Prime Video. What are we doing? Packers at Bears.
I love
it. Imagine Papa George Hallis and Vince Lombardi saying, "Wait, how do I find that game? Where do I go?
How do I find the game?
Hold on.
How do I find the game?
Just trying to do I need to adjust my rabbit ears a certain kind of way? Does it need
How do I find the game?
Okay, so Sunday we got Bills at Jaguars at 11:00 next Sunday.
Yeah.
And then we get Niners at Eagles. Good game.
All right, dude, we got to wrap it up. And here's why. I took a sandwich from the Broncos media room on the way out the door. It's just been sitting here for like 3 hours. Oh, Coach, you froze up. Did you really freeze up? Oh, that is hell of a timing right there. Coach, you just froze up for no reason. All right, well, that's good. Listen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the watch along. Crazy. Insane. We love you. The Broncos won. That is the bottom line here. And they're the number 1 seed. And they just won a playoff game. They did. So for our great friends at Journey Spice, for Sanford, thank you. We'll talk all about it on Altitude Sports Radio 92.
Big Doug. Awesome playoffs. It feels good. A lot of hard work into this. Rest for a week and attack the playoffs, baby. Let's go. 1 seed, baby. 1 seed. Let's keep rolling.